welcome to another episode of RH Home Constructions, the unboxing. Today we're unboxing something new, something different, and it's not a tool. It is something that makes the interior of your house, just takes your finishing game to the next level as far as with your optics and the look of when the person walks into the room, the visual effect that it has. It just changes things. You know, most of you probably have heard of it, or maybe you haven't. But if you're anyone that follows more high-end home building or high-end construction, or just people that are just pushing the limits to not using standard things like standard trim and base mold and things of that nature, you're in for a treat. So we'll go ahead and get right to it. Of course, I don't have my knife on me. I seem to never have it. What we're going to open here, brought to you by Reglet. So we have our Reglet transitions. You know, I sent out for 6 of them. I could have gotten more, but I just wanted to, work on things that I found that could take my finish game to the next level. And this one here, so if you can imagine, right? Again, Reglet. This is a 50-25. And this is super player because for the feel of it, it looks like they took a transition. That's exactly what this is. A transition strip like on the floor on the door. That's what it feels like. It looks like on the opposite side. They have that feel and they just molded this with a press. But seemingly, nonetheless, you can use this for a 1/4 inch reveal, right? Like, what do you mean? So there's no trim, no base trim. So if you can imagine, this is your wall. Boom. Well, way deeper. So a 1/2 inch thick drywall will fit flush with this, right? Then at the bottom right here, it drops down. There's no molding at the bottom. It's like the wall stops thin there. Stops there. So just finishing going over here. You can do your little trim there, or molding if you still would desire, but as far as like the big bulky case trim around the bottom of it, whether it be the 3 1/4 inch, the 4 inch, the 5 inch, it's unneeded with this, and it gives you a more clean look. And again, this is a solid. Then you'll see soon they have ones that are vented as well. Again, this is only a 1/4 inch as far as the thickness of what they'll see here before it drops off. All right. Let's get into some more of the 1/2 inch. So this one here, the next one I want to open, this is cool in the sense where the first one, has the reveal here, so you can go down and transition to something else. Let's say you just want that beautiful little metal bead that breaks up your drywall, or between your molding or your case molding or your base molding, whatever you want to use. You can have it run flush up to here, right? Or another option is where it just dies right here. That's where your drywall stops. So your drywall stop right here. Then whatever you want your opening to be at the bottom, that's how much space you have. But you have a 1/2 inch right here of a vented look that goes around the room. So yeah, so that's the vented as opposed to the non-vented Reglet, right? And again, I have no permission by Reglet Architectural Metals to do this. I'm just doing this based on samples they sent me, and I was unaware that they sent samples and the things like this. For me, this was brand new. So I hope you guys get some value out of this, and I hope they're okay with it. Again, I'm amazed that they send these types of high quality samples out to people, especially people in construction that are builders, because again, things like this where you can take the clients and have on because they have holes, have on a key reading, to be able to show them the things that you can do and not actually have to order a bunch of it. I think it's pretty ingenious, and I appreciate them for that. And again, this is a 1/2 inch thick drywall, and it's a 1/2 inch thick reveal with the venue. Okay. So with the Fry Reglet, these particular models are the DRM, and the ones that have the bottom are the DRMFs. Okay, so the DRMFs have the flat portion. You reveal the flat portion. The DRM, this is the DRMF. The DRMF has no bracket at the bottom. You have your bracket where your, so at the top you have your attachment bracket, then you have your reveal, no bracket at the bottom. And this is the DRMFs. These models are the DRM. DRM, they have the flange on both sides essentially. So you have attachment that way and then reveal. Then we have another DRM that has the tabs on both sides, and this one's a little bit different than even this one here. The main difference is they're both 1/2 inch reveals, but again, one has the flange on both sides and one just has the flange on the top. And then these are both 1/2 inch. It's 1/2 inch thick, 1/2 inch thick drywall, 1/2 inch thick reveal. So this one, 1/2 inch thick drywall, 1/2 inch thick reveal. This one is, again, 1/2 inch thick drywall, 1/4 inch reveal. Now if you're going to go into a little more higher end thing, finishing, you might have your 5/8 inch thick drywall, okay? So the 5/8 inch drywall for them, you know, if you do the math, 5 divided by 8, you know, you get 625, so you get the 625/50. So essentially what this means is we have our 3/4 inch, our 5/8 inch drywall and our 1/2 inch reveal. 5/8 inch drywall and our 1/2 inch reveal. So with this one, this is the 625, the DRM 625V50, the vented 5/8 inch thick drywall, 1/2 inch thick reveal, and it's vented. Another thing I find very curious is the fact that as you look at these attachment holes on these, right? For almost the same linear inches. This has 2 holes, this one has 2. Or maybe it's just how they cut them for the samples. But it's peculiar to me, unless, again, just for the sheer scope, let's just say these are samples, right? Maybe these are cast off or castings from metals that were damaged in some way or had a defect, so you use them for samples. Or this is just maybe how they come. Again, I'm new to this because I've never seen them in person. Seeing them online is one thing, but you know, I see them in the flesh or something else. So if I sound ignorant, I do apologize. I'm learning in regards to these Fry Reglets. Because again, I would assume they're just like seem like to be like cast off mishaps, like in the sense where they're just random holes in there, or maybe they just did that purposely. This model is the DRM 625V 625, 5/8 inch drywall, 5/8 inch reveal, and it's vented. So in addition to that one, we have our another DRMF where it has no bottom flange, and this is the 5/8 by 5/8, so it's the 625, the DRM F 625V 625, 5/8 inch drywall, 5/8 inch thick drywall, 5/8 inch thick reveal, and it's vented. So these coincide. For our size, those coincide. For our size, this coincides with none. I just wanted to see one solid one, a solid school, vented, kind of look cooler. So, you know, I got more vented than not. Looking back, sure got less vented, but still cool, nonetheless. So it's cool that some of these metals, right, some have this other cool little indentation groove there, which I actually like the extra detail in the design, whereas other ones like this one do as well. But this one here does not. DRM. On that one. Again, that's what I wondered, are these like defective metals? They just sent out samples? Either
it's pretty cool nonetheless. I'm thoroughly happy to have the opportunity to see these. So what I just opened here was the Reglet 5/8 inch thick drywall, 1/2 inch reveal. So the DRM F625 V50. Well, there we are. Half inch non-vented. So we have our 1/2 inch non-vented. We have our vented 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. Then we have our dual flange vented 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. Then we have our 5/8 inch thick drywall, 1/2 inch reveal. 5/8 inch drywall, 1/2 inch reveal, double tabs. 5/8 inch drywall, 5/8 inch reveal vented, double tab. 5/8 inch drywall, 5/8 inch reveal. A 5/8 inch drywall, 5/8 inch reveal, vented. A 5/8 inch drywall and 5/8 inch reveal, vented, single tab. And there are our options. Again, these are the 5 Reglet reveals for your drywall where it falls and dies into the drywall, dies into here. Drywall stops into here, then open floor. So this is your drywall, this was your floor, or a little gap here. So basically it'd be invisible. Bang. It's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to spend some money with you guys, for sure. I appreciate you guys, Friday Reglet, for sending me out these samples. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of RH Home Construction, the unboxing. Again, we unboxed the Reglet reveals. So any comments, any questions, I'm more than happy to try to answer them or forward you to the right people that can answer them in regards to the Reglet, or you can visit the Reglet website at rightreglet.com. Thank you again for tuning in. We appreciate you. If there's any products you want us to unbox or review or a first use of anything of that nature, please let us know. Comment down below, send us a link, send us a DM. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of RH Home Construction, the unboxing.